few days after ICE. So he says, in 1 week, I have seen in my city black men power washing parking lot.
Not incredible. Got the whole thing recorded. Just like John Kitover on YouTube right now. How you doing, John? We're watching you on YouTube, brother. See you on Anonymous. Here, 1 second, Odie, you're out of the lips. Or the guy in the middle. We can see you Anonymous on YouTube. We've got all your channels. You guys go back to this.
Can we go back to killing babies? So you really think that, like, there would be no...
Well, hang on a second. We were talking about you killing babies, sir. Let's not squirm out of that. We were talking about you, articulate Negus, killing babies in the Intifada. In fact, killing babies in a genocide of Jews during the Intifada. That's what we were talking about. Did you lose track of our conversation?
No one asked a question, then you can go back to like drinking.
Okay, so you want to go back to killing Jews in a genocide? Or do you want to back away from
I want to go back to the conversation we were all trying to have before you started.
Well, we were trying to have it.
Drinking child blood on stage.
Yes, I don't think you should do that, by the way. But if you like the taste of Jewish blood, then you're going to have to live with yourself.
Norm, you're bloodlusted.
No, I'm blood. Well, wait, one of us just said they were agnostic on the subject of genocide against the Jews.
No, I'm agnostic on the subject of how many civilians are qualified as, like...
we never discussed that.
I didn't even let me finish saying what I discussed. Just to be clear,
you're talking nonsense.
You asked me if the reason I was pro or anti-Intifada was based on how many civilians...
I asked you how you were on suicide bombings of Israeli citizens. And you said you were agnostic on the suicide bombings of Israeli citizens, i.e. drinking Jewish blood.
That's all that's going to happen here.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Good, I'm becoming worried about you, actually. I don't know. Are you not seeing the worry? I mean, maybe you should leave the leftists alone, actually.
I agree with Odie. He's making it worse.
No, keep quiet. Articulate, I'm not speaking to you. No, hold on. Articulate, hold on.
Me and Odie want you to stop, go.
Hold on. Yeah, no, this has not, yeah, you don't me, I'm not in the same line. I'm just saying,
we're on the same page.
2 days ago, some leftist Marxists said that anytime he hears God speaks, a rage of anger boils in him.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what he's doing.
Can I finish? Articulate. This reminds me.
I agree.
This reminds me of the way Roger of Healthy Debates used to go at Dr. Copeland. And Roger hates that guy with more than a devil. If Roger sees Dr. Copeland, he might kill him. I am becoming worried. I mean, seriously, good. I don't know. You should think about it. I mean, it's not that deep. And you can go and articulate.
Thank you,
This is becoming ridiculous. I was in that room with Kevin. I don't know we were talking about goats, right? And I'm like, why is goats being mentioned here? I just felt like, nothing concerns me and everything.
It's the most emotional I've ever heard goat. It really is emotional. He hates Bernie and anything.
Nothing wrong with hating Bernie. Nothing wrong with hating. I don't like Bernie too.
But you can't let it control you. You can't. I don't like Bernie for the same reasons goat doesn't. But you can't just let it be this thing where anybody that sounds like Bernie is now a racist, radical leftist that's trying to kill people.
Okay, but somebody said in the room that anytime he listens to God speak, he feels a rage of anger.
He's bullying people.
Who's bullying people?
God is bullying leftists. They don't know everything.
You know?
God was a bully. He's been bullying kids for 6 days because they were happy about Mondani.
I don't know how leftists bully me on this app. Like,
how can you be bullied? You have a job and a house and a happy wife.
What does that mean?
It means you can just turn the app off. People who are like crashing out online are missing things.
I stopped giving them, I started bullying them back. I became radicalized, so I don't get what you're saying. Anyway, you can continue discussion.
No, you're good again. You can't be radicalized by people who are mad online. But I do wonder if there's some, like, if you don't have like a personally racially oppressed viewpoint of the world, wouldn't you also think Citizens United is like somehow like the worst thing ever? Because they had, if you were white in America in 1960, you really didn't think your country worked. Or 1970, you thought the vote mattered. But to them, it's like, well, nobody's vote matters now. That's how they feel. Like, I forget what the study said, who did the study. They said that the determining factor in who wins elections is largely based on where the lobbying money goes these days. And I know you're saying that there's exceptions to that, but that's generally speaking the case.
It is not.
I'll look up the study.